Hello, this is Chair Chat number 10. In this video, I'm going to talk about some culinary things. There was one thing that would certainly make kids happy every weekend, and that is when your mother goes grocery shopping. And then she comes home and there are just bags and bags, and the kids, you get to help her put things away, and you want to see what she got, and maybe you'll get lucky and you might get one of your happy foods. For me, one of the happy foods would have been, I love cashews. So maybe she'll get, she get some cashews. Mostly no, because cashews, were expensive. And one of the other things was gingerbread man cookies. Love those things. And the particular gingerbread men that she would find in this supermarket she would go to. So, and there was always an etiquette in eating, these guys. You start, you're going to start on their feet, legs, now their arms and torso, is left. Well, you're going to chomp on those arms, man. Now there's the torso and the head. Away goes the torso, and you almost always, you save the head for last. That's what I would do. Then you're going to chomp on the hat, because this gingerbread man always had a hat, and then it was over, poor thing. So that was certainly guaranteed to make you happy. One of the other things that was very confusing to the kids, certainly to me, was there would be some occasions when she would get things like pig's feet. I could not understand, or I still can't understand, people eating pig's feet. It's like, this blubbery foot thing. Now, granted, it's probably no different than eating the wing of a bird. Well, now you're eating the foot of a pig. But it's just this rubbery looking, thing, and you find it, in stores. There's pig's feet in the jar, Pickles pig feet, I guess. You'll also note that pig's feet is almost never used as a singular item. You won't hear somebody, say, "Hey, I'll have a pig's foot." It's always, "Hey, can you hook me up with one of those pig's feet?" That kind of thing, you would hear. But again, it was just confusing to me. I have no idea what they taste like, and I don't plan on it. But even more confusing was chitlins. Man, let me tell you something. Chitlins, I don't know how anybody could eat anything that smells like that. Oh, God. It seems like in preparing chitlins, that this is something that would take, almost all day, if not longer. But it seemed like, it would start early in the morning, and you're smelling this stuff to dinner time or something like that. Now, again, my uncles, and aunts and all this, they love this stuff. I don't know how, I wouldn't dream of touching anything that smells like that, And so to this day, it baffles me. No, I have no idea what it tastes like. Don't want to know either. Well, there were things that weren't quite so bad. My mother got her hands on another culinary delight, which was chocolate-covered insects. It was chocolate-covered bees, chocolate-covered ants, chocolate-covered grasshoppers. I remember they were cubed. Had this nice aluminum foil, yellow foil for the bees, green foil for the grasshoppers, leaving the ants for red. And if we did anything, dumb, stupid, kid stuff that she wasn't happy with, we would be made to eat one of the insects. We were not happy about that, presumably it doesn't seem like it's that bad because it's chocolate, and it isn't that bad until all of a sudden, you feel the crunch, and you're like, well, God, that's one grasshopper. You're just muttering to yourself. Well, so we weren't that thrilled with that. Well, my mother also enjoyed taking us on. I guess the goal is to have the kids cultured, learn a little bit about culture, and she would take us to fancy restaurants. Well, they really weren't fancy, but they were fancy to us. Fairly kind of nice, restaurants downtown. And we didn't really get to go downtown, very often. So there's a trolley ride, and then there's a train ride, and now you're downtown. And downtown was such, wow, what an experience. It always was going downtown. There would be just a sea of people. Lots of people. And if you weren't careful, you could be taken away in this wave of people. So we all had to stay together, and you're trying to look in the windows, and sometimes you could, you had to be patient because, again, you're just, being pushed and nudged by people. Had to watch out for the pickpocketers, though. Well, there was this one particular restaurant that my mother really liked going to. When I think of it now, it's kind of like a very nice Ponderosa, except it was in a quaint storefront-like place. Dark amber tone, to it. So I don't remember what we got. I'm sure we didn't get steak. But one of the things was when the meal was over, we had a job to do. Our job was to pocket the silverware. This is how we got silverware at home. And my mother would usually nab as many bowls as she could get. Now me, I probably, my brothers and sisters, we didn't really want to do that either. But we knew that if we didn't, we'd have to eat a bug. So anyway, I will leave you with that. Please make a donation if you're able. It would be greatly appreciated. And thank you to those who have made a donation. So I will leave you with that, and I will see you next time.